Hello there. How are you guys? Good?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Good. And welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We'll wait for a few more people to come on. You watch, they'll come on really quick now. I'm just going to pull up these.
I think.
Pardon?
First,
just going to pull up. Sorry, say that again.
First 30 seconds of these videos are the worst, I think, because you just got to fast up until people come on and it's.
Oh, it's awkward. It's actually really awkward. You think we'd be used to it by now, but anyway. So I'll just pull through. Just going to fix up this page here for a second. Just grab this one on. All right, that one's working. Beautiful. I'm just going to grab one more. So, oh, look, it's 10. It's 10. It's 10. 10, 10. 10, 10:01. Right on time. So there you go, 10:01. And it's the 12th of the 10th of the 21st today as well. So that's pretty cool. So welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson, Harley Depler, and myself, Leslie Spolaviro. And we are on our 17th show for Tuesday night. So we've done over I've done over, I think, 85 shows now, which is good. And tomorrow night we're back on radio, which is amazing, and I can't wait. So if you've just joined us, we are international psychic mediums. We relay messages directly from spirit through to you. We love quotes and prayers. We love to know where you're from, your suburb, state, and country. So put that in the post. I can see everybody jumping on and putting that in the post already. Brianna, look at that, it's flying. If you get a chance to go over to our page, go over there and like, share, and refer our page. And also don't buy any stars, please, because we don't get them. So don't buy any stars, okay? We we'll be able to do that in the future. We just like and share our page would be amazing. We've also got some validations that we love to have. Like if you have a reading from us, please write a validation, because it's so important for every psychic that you go to. Please go there and write it, because it just gives us an indication of where we're up to, what we're doing, etc. I've got to make this screen bigger so I can actually see these messages coming through. So yeah, it actually makes everything a lot better for the psychic as well. And I'm already starting to get hot. I've got a hot blanket on me and I'm already cooking because of the energy coming in.
Got a bit of a fever there, Leslie.
Huh?
Got a bit of a fever there.
No, I've got my blanket on me because it's cold today, and then I was really cold before we started. And as soon as we get online, it's actually full bore with the heat. You know, the same as every time I do a reading. So we've also got some first timers tonight, I believe. So if you're a first timer, tell us the suburb, state, and country you're from, and like, share our page. And if you have a question, we don't usually do medical questions. We can point you in the right direction, but we can't answer too much specific information about medical questions or legal. We're not lawyers and we're not doctors. So let's go through and have a look and see who's here with us tonight. So we've got Elise Taylor. She's referred us to Sharon Taylor. Thank you for that. We've got Julie Heckenberg. Hello. Thank you for joining us. If you're on one of our group pages, we're streaming across 8 platforms at the moment. So if you're on one of our group pages, please come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because apparently on the group pages, we can't get any of the messages on our software. So I have an iPad here and I have my phone. So I've got virtually four screens to look at. So we've got Sarah Jacobs over on another group page, and Truly Fortunate. Okay, that's a really nice one. So Truly Fortunate, she's from Pennsylvania. Come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And Dwayne Mercer, I've seen you in here before as well. Come over to our page, please. So we've also got Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining us. Felicity. Hi, Felicity. She's here nearly every week now. Thanks for referring us, Felicity. Appreciate that. We've got, who else we've got here? So we've got Vicky Thrift. Hi, Vic. How are you? We've got Sarah Jane. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. We've got Wendy. Hello this week. That's cool. Julie, hi, thanks for joining us. We've got Zoe, we've got Iwana. I can't ever say those names. I don't know why, but I can never say them. So hi, Lenny, thanks for joining us. Thank you, all the way from Grenfell in central west of New South Wales. He's with us all the time. We've got Jay Linda. Hi, Jay Linda. We've got Tanya from Australia. Okay, tell us whereabouts in Australia. We're from Sydney in New South Wales, Tanya. We've just come out of a lockup here, so to speak. We've got Maxine. We've got Louise. We've got Sophie from Geelong. We've got Sherry, Claire. We've got quite a few on here now. So let's are you drawn to anybody yet there, Bree? Not yet?
Not at the moment. I'll keep having a look though, and I'll keep having a and then when you ask me next, then hopefully we'll be drawn to one.
Yeah, beautiful. We've got Donna Zimmerman here as well. Thanks, Donna. We've got Shri again. We've got she's from the Gold Coast. Cool. So we like to hit. I like to hit every state in Australia, and I also like to hit overseas. So if you're overseas, we've got Louise Tracy. She's in the Canberra ACT, all the way down. We've got Claire. She's in Perth. Hi, Claire. We've got Connie. Did I say her name? I can't remember. We've got Trace. Oh, I missed that one. We've got Trace from Serena. Oh, I don't know. I've never even heard of that. We've got Navina. Some of the names, honestly, I can't say. I'm just so blonde. We've got Marsfield in Victoria. Omni. I can say her name. I know that name. Thanks for joining us. We've got Megan in Melbourne. That rhymes. That's easy for me to say. We've got Louise. Hi, Louise. Thanks for joining us. Alaudi, sorry. Can't see you for save my life. We've got who we got here. We've got Tracy. She says hello from Johannesburg over in South Africa. That's amazing. Thanks for joining us. We've got Leichhardt. We've got Kerry in Leichhardt. Thanks for joining us. Bree's frozen. Your screen, Bree. Melissa Davis, we've got her from Marks Point. That's pretty cool. Hello, thank you. I'm not sure. I've never heard of Marks Point either, to be honest. We've got Simone, hi, and Wendy Jackson, thank you. Would love to hear from Spirit. Okay, so we've got Megan from Melbourne. I said that. So let me just go back down a bit. I just want to see. I've got a feeling there's somebody down here. So Sinazu. I have never heard of that name. Can I just call you Minnie because that's really easy. Really easy. Tropical North Queensland, Zoe. And Julie, hi Julie, thanks for joining us. We've got Taisha, Sydney, beautiful. Africa, oh my God, how cool. That's a dream destination, she says. So we've got Sandra. It's okay, guys, so start putting all your questions in. I'm just going to go over to this page, this group over here. So who we got over here? We've got Sarah Jakes. We've got Truly Fortunate, she's still there. Carrie Limonix, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because we can't post up all the comments or all the questions, from a group page for some unknown reason. Facebook is just a glitch like that. So we've got Carrie Limonix here. We've got Liz Zankel, MacArthur Glenn. So come over to our page, guys, and start posting up your questions, please. So if you've just joined us, we're international psychic mediums. We relay messages direct from spirit through to you. We do remote viewing. We're a tag team of remote viewers, both Brianna and I. and Harley's what'd you call yourself before? You called yourself the validation. What was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
You might have to put your headset in, Harley, because I can hardly hear you, doll. So, put your headset in, doll. Okay, so we've got Phillip Island. Cool. All right. So what have we got here? Lots of love hearts. Thanks, Julia. We'll love to hear from Spirit. Let's go with Maxine. Love to hear from Spirit. So let's go, Brianna. So, and I'll just jump over to this other page and see what we can do there.
Hi, Maxine. How are you? I didn't actually introduce myself first. So I'm Bree.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, do that, please.
So all of you who don't know me, I'm Bree, short for Brianna. I'm actually based in Western Sydney. I use all my 5 class senses in all of my readings. I do remote viewing. I've also just recently realized that I actually can connect to animals. I've actually been able to connect to animals a few times as well. So, I do past life readings. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm a mentor and a teacher where I can be. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. And I think Harley will be back. So, so I'll go over to you, Maxine, firstly. I feel like I've got either dad coming through or grandpa coming through that was, I think that I feel that he had like a like a kidney issue or something to do with like stomach to kidney and that kind of area. I feel like it was quite sudden and quite acute, and I really do hope that this is for you. But he is with you in spirit. I've also got grandma around you as well. If this resonates with you as well, I feel like she also had like something to do with the lungs. I feel like she had like blood clotting in the lungs as well. But she wants. All I'm hearing right now is please don't let them feel that there's any fault of theirs in what's happened to us. It wasn't their fault. Nothing was their fault. And I really hope this is for you. I'll leave it at that. I'll pass you over to Leslie.
Which was Maxine, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so Maxine, I get the number 13 around you, and or 12 and 13. So 3, so 1 and 2 is 3, and 1 and 3 is 4. So I feel like that February month is significant for you as well. And I also get pain around the front part of my head here, and it's mainly around my eyes. So I feel like there's either sinus issues or something going on with that forehead pain there. And I feel like if it's not you, it's somebody close to you, really, really close to you. I also see a really old-fashioned 3-bedroom home, and it's got the old-fashioned floorboards down the center. It's got the old-fashioned line out the back, the twisty, the one that spins around. And it looks like to me that it's a white-clad home. That's what it looks like. So, and I feel like that one there, either a grandmother was living in it by herself, or as I can't quite see the connection with the other half of the person in the house. So I feel like that lady, she had was either passed in that house, or that something's not right with that house there. So and I'll leave it there. And and I also see a letterbox, and I see a letter coming for you in the letterbox. So be prepared for that, 2 to 4 weeks. And I know that sounds general, but this is a significant letter for you. Okay. It's not like a bill, which we all don't want, but it'd be nice to get some money. But I feel like this is like a handwritten letter. I can't tell if it's good or bad yet, but I feel like this is a handwritten letter, and it's only a short note as well, but it's like a letter note, if that makes sense. And I'll leave it there. If you could validate some of that stuff for us as well, that'd be amazing. We've got who we got here. WB Harley. Yes.
What about Harley? He didn't introduce himself because he wasn't on.
He left the room. Do you want to introduce yourself, Dale, please, while I find some more people?
Yep, sorry, I'm just having a hazard with these headphones at the moment. How's it going, guys? My name's Harley. I'm based in Western Sydney. I'm an up and coming psychic medium. At the moment, I'm being mentored by Bree, and she's a pretty amazing teacher, because since being with her, I've learned quite a lot. And I also do remote viewing, like these beautiful ladies here. And yeah, I'm just learning, so please bear with me. But yeah, thanks.
Yeah, beautiful. I don't think I introduced myself, but I'm the host of the show, Leslie Spolavera. I relay messages from spirit straight through. I don't use any tarot cards. I wouldn't even have a clue how to shuffle them. But yes, I would, but yeah, sort of. But then I also do remote viewing. So I see it exactly how you see it out of your eyes, and it comes through. And I look to the right because I see everything on my right. So it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, but I can't, because I know that I have to look at spirit. Okay, so they just stand here as a figure, like a transparent figure, and it's like I see it as when it's coming out of when you're coming out of a shower, and it looks like a misty mirror. That's how I see it. So, and they give me aura colors now too, apparently, so which is really cool. But I like to ask spirit to give me the names, numbers. I get the dates of birthdays, anniversaries, future events, as well as lots of remote viewing. So we did a group reading last night, which I felt we did really well at last night. So if the ladies on here tonight are on from last night, let us know if anything's come through so far. So we've got a validation there. Over to you, Harley, please. Is that one?
Yep, Stacey? It's from Stacey. It says, had an amazing reading from you ladies a few weeks ago. I was so impressed. I've watched it back so many times. If you feel drawn again, I would love you to share any messages. Don't want to seem greedy, lol.
Fair enough. But I'm so impressed. But you didn't tell us exactly the meaty bits there, Stacey. Tell us the meaty bits. We love the meaty bits. So, yeah. Somebody just said that welcome back, Harley, as well, by the way. So let's go to Okay, so we've got here, what have we got here? Taste, Power. She said, my son's birthday is tomorrow. He would have been 7. Oh, geez. Okay, over to you there, Bree, please.
Hi, Tace. I, as a mother, can't even fathom what you've been through. I'm really, really sorry that, my heart breaks for you, darling. It really does. But I am picking up on a little boy that was very cheeky. And, I don't feel that he was very, very old. I feel like he could have been around the ages of maybe between 2 to 4 years of age, possibly 5 when he passed away. I feel like it was either suffocation or drowning, or I don't really want to say the third one that came to mind because it's a bit too full on. But, he's with you every day, and he's always running around and asking you questions. And even though you can't hear what he's saying, I feel that you can in your own heart. And I feel that, I see you walking around in your kitchen and just talking to him and pretending that he's there, but that pretending is actually him being there with you. And I feel like he's just constantly, tugging on your skirt or your pants or something like that, trying to get your attention, going, Mom, please, just this, I am here. I'm always around you. I do love you. I do feel that you've come pretty close to possibly collision or some sort of dangerous experience in the last probably 12 to 15 months that you've been very, very lucky to get out of. And I feel that's him looking after you and protecting you very, very much so. I'll leave it at that and pass you over to Les.
Yeah, Chasewater, that's really sad. I'm really sorry to hear hear that, and sometimes what happens with us as well, it's really bizarre because I scanned up and down this software, several times, and then all of a sudden spirit just says stop there, and then it's you, and it means a lot because it's your son's birthday tomorrow. I also get the number 12 around you there, Tace. So 1 and 2 is 3, and I feel like that either March was a significant time or May might have been a significant time for you as well. And just going forward, I'm not sure, but I don't want to say it, but I feel like there was a restriction around the throat area. And I know he's only young, but I feel like it might have been a choking or an accidental choking or something like that. That's what I feel. I feel like something's happened like that. And I also feel sick in the stomach. So if that's you feeling sick in the stomach, that's you because of the nerves, because of the anxiety that you have. It's actually taking over your belly area. And I feel itchy on my eyes. So whatever's going on with you, your son wants you to get medically checked because I feel like I'm itchy on my eyes everywhere, like an eczema or some form of what do you call it? Just like a skin irritation or some sort of eye thing with your eyes. Also, I just feel sick in the stomach, so that needs to be fixed up as well, so that you can start to feel better. And your son is saying to me, or he's showing me that that you have started walking, or he wants you to go walking, or you're thinking about it, because I can see you walking, but like leaving the home to go for a walk, if that makes sense. And if you're not doing that, then please go and do that, because that'll start to ground you. That'll start to make you feel a lot better. And I feel like this is just really quite a very, very sensitive topic, Taste. So I won't go any further. I'll just leave it there. But if you could validate some of the stuff and, just keep your chin up, Lovey. You're doing very well. You're a survivor. There's nothing worse of losing, your child before you go. So it's traumatic, but your son is with you every second of the day. So keep talking out loud, keep doing what you're doing, because he loves it. He just loves it. He laughs too. He laughs all the time. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Yes.
Those are the tough ones I have. And honestly, those are the really tough ones, because you just feel sick. You know what you need, what needs to be said, but you just
exactly.
Yeah.
We can't say everything on air because it's just too sensitive. It's like the other week when we had that really. What was it? We had a few. I think it was murder cases and whatever else we had come through. It was full on. With a lot of deaths that night. I tell you, I was exhausted after, and that's what we got a question last night as well. Was how do we don't get so tired after? So what do you do, Bree? Do you sometimes feel the exhaustion? Sometimes I do too. Depends on what we're doing and how strong spirit is for me.
Look, honestly, because I've been doing it my whole life, I'm pretty used to it. So it's not really like doing these readings. And when I first started doing these lives, I was pretty exhausted afterwards. But now I've gotten to the point where I'll finish these lives and I'll have maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3 readings afterwards, and I'm up to 3 o'clock in the morning doing readings. Because a lot of the clientele are overseas as well. So it just depends on me and how I'm feeling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you just
same as me.
Know when to stop. Know when to
same.
when you're getting tired, and let your
100%.
body rest. That's all I can recommend. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly the same as me. If I feel buggered, I will push through. Like I did last night. I had a filthy headache yesterday, and I was really crook yesterday.
Mm.
But I took so many tablets for last night. Nobody even noticed. So, but yeah. So going forward, we just want to tell these people here on the group pages, guys, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So Liz Zankel, we've got Sarah Jakes. She said, my sister passed away on the 3rd of last month. She said, would love to know if she is comfortable in her new energy. Over to you, Bree. So please come over to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page. So her name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Okay. I really hope this is for you, but I feel that she was taken from us by either being hit by a car or she was in a car accident, and I feel that it was quite sudden as well. I'll leave. That's the most I'm going to say on that matter. But if this is you, she is your best friend over there. Honestly, like she is your biggest supporter. She is your biggest, your biggest friend. She's always going to be there. And I feel that you're feeling alone a lot of the time. You sob in your room and cry all the time because you miss her. And I feel that you've got a lot of problems going on around you with your social circle, with your work life, also with your family life. And she was the only one that you'd be able to talk to. I feel that you guys were like this, and that's a blessing considering a lot of sisters can't be like that. If you guys can be friends and related like that, then that's awesome. But she is always with you in spirit, and once you educate yourself properly on everything, you'll realize there is no death. When water changes or turns to steam, it only changes its form. It's never truly gone.
Yeah, that's a good saying. Actually, I love that saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, did you finish, Bree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I get, Sarah, for you is I feel like she's had a head injury, or it's going to sound really bad, like shot in the head. That's what I feel. I don't know if she has, but I feel like it's here in my head. And I also get the number 14 around you. So 1 and 4 is 5. So that to me is either May month or so leave it at May month. I also feel like a lot of anxiety around you. There's some questions that haven't been answered, and there's they're saying to me the big why. So I don't know why. I don't know why yet because I haven't got time to go through the whole thing with you. But I feel like there's a big why. Why did this happen? Why was this? And I just feel I just there's a lot of confusion they're saying to me, and you can hear how I'm talking. I can't get my words out. So that's how you're feeling at the moment. It's really quite difficult for you to actually acknowledge what's going on. And I feel like this lady, your sister, or you yourself, has got a lot of stress, and I can feel it in the back of my neck now. So they're pinpointing in the back of my neck, right on my left side, which might be mirrored for your right side. I also feel that there's a lack of communication around everything going around with what happened to your sister, and even your parents, everybody there's a lack of communication. So, and they're showing me the funeral was beautiful. That looks like you had she's showing me doves, or a lot of white doves, and I know that sounds general, but I've never seen white doves at a funeral. So whatever the white dove means to you, and I don't just generally think it's just around the funeral, there's something else about the white dove. Unless she's telling me to tell you to look for the white dove, she's going to send that message to you, I think. And she's saying to me to tell you to keep talking, because I can see you keep talking, but keep your chin up, she's saying, because your head's right down, and she said, I know you're feeling upset for me. She says, but I'm comfortable and I'm happy. She says, oh, I couldn't have had it any other way, she said now. So I also get the number 16 around you. So 16, 1 and 6 is 7. So whatever those dates mean, and I feel like that July, so between the month of May through to July, it was really quite traumatic, she's saying. And within the next 6 to 8 weeks, things are going to backflip. It's going to change. It's going to be a bit more light on you, a bit more warmth, a bit more what do you call it? A bit more pleasant things to happen, because you've had a bit of a rough trot since. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So if you could validate that for us, Sarah, that would be amazing. Thank you. And then come over to our page. So we've got Carrie Liminex over there. We've got Liz Zankel. Come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, please, and see us over there. We've got Liz from Wisconsin over there. That's amazing. Thank you for joining us. Rhode Island, Carrie is from Rhode Island. So we've got a huge validation here for you, Holly. So over to you, Dal. I just saw it there.
Yep. It says I from Stacey. I did send validation twice afterwards, but I
we
was
can
in
see
shock
it. Sorry. Oh,
and responded a little slow. A couple of you said that you were seeing a soulmate contracts and 2 rings. Hopefully that means that I'll be getting married soon, lol. But the main excitement was around the feeling of a man who was a smoker and had a lung condition. That would have been my dad. He had emphysema or something. Yeah. You also said something about jewelry and being in the wrong hands, and my mum's locket, which was promised to me, has gone missing in action. Wow, that's not good.
right.
Thank you for that validation, Dan. But that's
Beautiful.
Cool.
So have we got any more validations there? No more yet?
Not at the moment. I'm keeping an eye out for it.
Okay, let's do this lady here. So I feel like she's desperate for a job. Any spirit goddess. So Sinazo. Sinazo. It's a cute name. Okay, then we've got another validation there. So over to you, Bree.
Look, I remember doing this lady asking the same question, and the answer's not going to change, love. Honestly, like what I said to you before, you just need to kind of sit to yourself. You've got everything's happening as it should. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And, you know, you will get the right job, but it's not going to be a job that you're going to stay in for a long time. Does that make sense? I remember doing this reading for you last week, and the answers haven't changed, honey. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm saying
that last week, did we?
Yep. But
that's how much I'm in flight. Yeah. If I answered that, I can't even remember that one last week because when I'm in flight, I can't remember some of the names or what I've said. So, yes. So with the job, 2 to 4 weeks, but keep your chin up, lovey. It's coming. It's not gonna be like this forever. So you've got to plant that seed. Keep planting that seed so that you can actually keep the universe on your side. Okay, and it's all going to pay off for you. So there you go. We've got another validation there. Over to you, Harley. Is that this one here, Bree? That one on the screen?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Beautiful. So over to you, Harley.
It says there was also another woman coming through at the same time who you felt was a mother figure to the male, my dad, and that she helped him pass over. It could have been my mum's mum, but possibly could have been feeling my mum as she also passed, and he was seeing her as he was passing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, well, thank you for that.
That's beautiful. Thank you. So what I want to say to guys is if you've got questions, so keep putting your comments up there, your questions up there, because sometimes the software goes so quick that we miss you. So keep putting your comments up there because I'll catch it when I can. Also, share our page. Last night we had quite a few people join one of our private groups because they won a free reading. So we're going to think about doing a free group reading once a month with everybody. So keep liking and sharing our pages. We've also got here, what do we got here? So if you've just joined us, we're International Psychic Mediums. Come from our group page, please, guys, over to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've got Kate Schnauzler. We've got Anusha, Marion, gosh, I can't say some of these names. We've got Tiny Newman, that's easy. Julia Marie, Stacey Olivia. So come over to our page, guys, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because we can't see the group pages on this software. For some reason, it just doesn't like it. So I feel from my right and well over my shoulder. What's this one, Rose? I don't understand it. Maybe she's written something earlier.
I think she means spirit, maybe.
Yeah. Yes, me too. So tell us what suburb, state, and country you're from as well, so we can find out. You know, not where you live, but where you're from. But where you're from.
We just want to send you.
I want to send you Christmas cards. No, and if you be stalked by, there's a page that actually replicates our page. They keep contacting everybody, so be warned. We don't contact nobody. So just be careful of that because we don't ask you for readings. We don't do anything like that. So we've got Gary here. Hi, Gary. Chilled, hoping Harley gets his earplugs sorted. Wax on, wax off, or something. What do we got here? Rose Min, she goes, I fell from my right side. Okay. Well, then so if she's saying she feels from her right side, I think she means that she actually sees, like you said, her spirit, because that's how I see it. Bree sees them from the left and I see them from the right. So it's quite bizarre. It's like the yin and the yang here, I think. So let's keep going. What do we got here? What's this? Is the new guy I met ghosting me or buying or busy like he told me? Oh, I've got a big comment for that one, but go over to you, Brie.
I'm going to assume you want me to be honest with you and not lie and tell you what you want to hear. Darling, he's not going to give you what you want in a relationship. You are getting ghosted. Okay, it's not hard to pick up the phone and go, hey, babe, just message, whatever, I'll talk to you, I'm busy, whatever. Communication is not difficult. And when it comes to people ghosting you, it means that I'm sorry to say this, but it means they're gutless. I'll be honest with you. Like, it means that they're gutless. They don't want to deal with whatever it is that's going on, and they don't care about how the other person's feeling. So I feel that he might be busy, yes, but I feel that he's trying to let you down easy. And you don't deserve that, honey. You deserve someone to go, right, I don't feel this way, or I do feel this way, and just be straight up with you. But if you feel that he is, then he most likely is. Like, your gut's telling you what the answer is. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and I always have my little saying that love should never hurt. So if you're already questioning what's going on, Julia, then there's already an issue, So there's already an issue. So look, if no response is a response, so if they're not if they're not at your beck and call, it's just like a game, So they've got to play the game right, as far as I'm concerned. And if they're not playing the game right, then you're just playing the game by yourself, because then it's doing your head in. You don't want that. You don't want to have that relationship. You want to have a long-term relationship where it doesn't do your head in, and it's just mutual love. It's mutual everything, and that's not just an opinion, So, but it's straightforward. So, who have we got here? So we've got I saw a lady's name come up here. So here we go. Let's go do Bernadette Brown. We haven't done her before. I remember the name. We haven't done her before, Brie, have we?
I'm not too sure. I think we might have, but I think it might have been a while ago.
Yeah, she says, hi, I'm from Gloucester in New South Wales. I am really in need of some help or direction in my life, as I am very confused. Okay, wow. Righto, Brie.
Okay, darling, I feel that you are confused in multiple things in your life, whether it's your job, who your friends are, who your family is, and I feel that you've been greatly deceived in the last couple of months. I feel that the people that you trusted the most have deceived you in more than one way, and you're really not knowing who you can trust, and that's a very confusing time. I had a similar thing happen to me about 5 years ago, but it is hard when you realize that people you could trust, you can't trust. I know that you're feeling lost at the moment, but this is all part of spiritual awakening and spiritual growth. You need to find the light by being in the dark. If you plant a seed, it's not just going to sit there in the sunlight, is it? You've got to actually plant it in the dark soil so it can sprout its way to the top. You will get there. You will. And I know that you're feeling lost. You just got to not worry about annoying everybody else and stop worrying about people pleasing, because you need to start worrying about yourself, because I feel like you're losing yourself in the midst of trying to please everybody else. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, so that's right. Sometimes it's really hard to see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, but I feel like there's a big light at the end of the tunnel for you, and it's shining so bright, but you just can't quite get there. It's like you've got to go through that, like the what is it called? Back to the Future, how he goes through that little circle bright light window to get to the next stage. That's what I feel like with you, and it's the spirit showing me that you keep putting your foot back, and it keeps going back, and it keeps going back, but you try and do 2 steps forward, but you do 6 steps back. It's quite traumatic. I also feel like that there's pennies with you with the money department. The money's going out and out and out. It'll come back sooner or later, but stop saying that you can't afford things, because you can, because you say, how can I afford it? You've got to change that mindset, change how you say with the language, because the universe is listening all the time. So when you they just keep showing me you've got a hole in your pocket. You like to spend money too, so that's what they're showing me. And I can see bank statements, and I can see like the bank statements, you're always looking at that, and I feel like you tick them off. You tick things off on the bank statement, or you're an accountant or some sort of what do you call it, bookkeeper or something like that in a system. So that's what I feel like with you. I also get the number 12 and 21. So 12 and 21. So 3 and 3, which is, so my spirit always loves me to put everything and add everything together. So I get the number 3 for you, and I also get 6. 6, and I feel like that December, even though it's coming up to Christmas, but December is a big month for you with regards to like anniversaries or birthdays or something like that. And also getting an elderly lady here, and she's saying to me that I feel like there's a ring for you, or there's some form of jewelry, but it's small. It's not like, I don't feel like it's a necklace. I feel like it's either a bangle or watch, or it's a ring that you're wearing or you've taken off in a month, like a month ago or something like that, she's saying. So she wants you to put it back on. Okay, so, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Hi, Greg. What else we got here? So is there any validations there, Harley? Not yet. I could have sworn I saw something before. How's my son? We've got okay, Angel Clark. What's this one here? Angel Clark, she says, have I had a bad spell casted on me? If so, can you tell me who or why? I was told by another medium, and while back, I'd like, what's that? And a while back, you've gave me a reading before, and they have been accurate every time. To be honest, I do not feel like there's a bad spell on you, and I think that medium was having you on. I really do, and this is why we do these shows, because I get really tired and annoyed about psychics that always, tell the BS, so to speak. So it's just not on. That's why we do this. So I just don't feel like that you got a bad spell. I just feel like that you got a few obstacles at the moment, Angel, and that things are going to get better. I feel like in 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to all change. 4 weeks is going to be a big backflip, but then by the 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to change. And I also see lots more communication around you, and that's the problem that you've been having, is the lack of communication. All right, so I get the number 12 for you, and I also get the number 18. So 1 and 2. Oh, I got 12 for the last lady, so 3 and 18 for you, so 9 as well. So 1, 3, 8, and 9 for you as well, Angel. And they're also saying to me a birthday in August. So I feel like there's either a birthday or an anniversary in August coming up. And you suffer from anxiety as well. This is all getting you down, and I feel like that you just feel like you're in quicksand. So you've got to pull yourself out of the quicksand so that you can actually get your head into a right frame of mind. Otherwise, it's just going to keep consuming you. Okay, so stop thinking about this casted spell. Move away from that. White light yourself and make sure you protect yourself. But I can't see a spell on you. I just think it's a bit of bad luck right now. That's all. Sorry, and I'll leave it there. Over to you, Brie.
Yeah, well said, Les. Look, there's a difference between bad karmic debt and a spell. Spells are real, yes, but I don't feel there's a spell around you. I feel people use it as a way to control, because once you get told something, you're going to believe it. Does that make sense? So if someone says, you're cursed, you're cursed, you're cursed, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice all the bad things happening to you a lot more than you would normally, and you're going to be like, oh my God, a bird just flew into my window. What is that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to...
You're dropping out, Pre.
That's how they work, and it's a form of a psychological trap.
Your internet's dropped out there, Bree. We'll keep going.
Yeah, where it's they'll tell you that so that you pay money to actually get it lifted, if that makes sense.
You cut out most of it.
You cut out there most of that. Never mind.
You get that?
We've lost her, I think.
I just
we sort of lost her. We've half lost you.
Okay.
I'll just read
people that are going to tell you
keep going.
Your
no,
people that are going
it's
to
cut out
tell you
completely.
That you're cursed are actually just trying to get
It's cut out completely.
I'll just read out this validation that we got from one of our group pages. So the question was from Sarah Jake. She said, my sister passed away on the 3rd of last month. She said, would love to know if she's comfortable in her new energy. So she said, she's just come back to us, said, oh my God, you are spot on with everything. I am so happy she came through. July is when I lost my first child. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah, well, you everything will work out for you, Sarah. Okay, so stay tuned for that. We might just kick Brie out and then get her to come back in. Okay, so we'll just get her to come back in. I think it's still I'll kick her out of the studio and she can come back in. Tell her to come back in if you can, Harley. But we'll keep going on here, Harley, which me and you will hold the fort while she comes back. So Liz Zankel, you're not sounding dumb. Come over to Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. So go to our page and then also go to the events and you'll see all the live events there. Okay, so I'm just adding Brianna in. I think we've lost her, but anyway, we'll keep going. So we've got two. Oh, there she is. Right. Do you want to finish what you were saying to Angel just quickly?
Okay, it must be spirit. So people that are trying to tell you that you curse are just trying to get money off you so they can break the curse again. It's all in your head. I'll leave it at that.
Yes, exactly. It's just sometimes it's just rubbish. So we got this one here. Okay, we've done that validation. Right. Okay, so this one here is a validation, I believe. Is that right, Harley?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's from Taste. Taste Power. It says he was a neonatal. I can't say that word. Sorry. Neonatal. Yep. Death. I was 22 weeks gestation. He stayed with us for 2 hours and 10 minutes before he passed. It took us 2.5 years to have him. I believe his purpose was to show my body how to have babies. My daughter was made exactly 1 month to the day later. She turned 6 this year, and we have another son who turned 4 this year. Bree, this is another little boy in our family who passed young as well, who is my nephew. You may have picked him up. Sorry, that's a bit emotional.
Yeah, it's really emotional. Wow. Well, Brianna, we've lost Brianna again. Are you there, Bree?
Well.
Louise,
can you see me?
I think it happened. Yeah, now we can. So this lady here, so J. Linda Gidley, she says, hey guys, this year has been overwhelming. Could I please get any guidance? My son would be 9 on Saturday. Is this the same one that we did before? Can you remember? I don't think it was. So we've got Bree coming in.
No, I don't think it was.
Sorry, guys.
Bree?
Yes, I'm here.
We've got 2 in the studio, so I'll just kick you out. Kick one of them out. Kick one of you out. So we've got this lady here on the screen there, Bree. So over to you, doll, while I go and find someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry, doll. Honestly, like that's very, very hard. Very, very hard. And that really, that's something that I can't actually understand. There's that sort of pain. I know that it's hard to breathe. I can feel the anxiety in your chest and the emotions in your throat, girl. I really can. Like it's hard, and I can feel your eyes watering up now as we speak. Just even the thought of it, it's hard going through what you're going through. Like your little boy is with you. He's with you every single day, and I feel that he loved the color blue, and I feel that he had a couple of stuffed animals that he, would have, kept with him, or if there might have been a couple of them around you at birth, if you did lose him around at a young age as well, like the previous lady. But I do see like a blue teddy bear, or something that was significant to him. Does that make sense? So yeah, he's. I feel that he's a very, very cheeky energy as well, and I feel that if he was around, he would be keeping you on your toes. If he was around physically, but he's always around in spirit. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, beautiful. So it's his birthday on Sunday. I just feel like that. Are you going to? And this is going to sound a bit weird, but I feel like that you're going to actually do the cake anyway, Linda. Like you're actually going to make that little cake, or like a cake to remember your son. So, and I also feel like that the number 10 is significant to you as well. So 10 and 0 is 1. So the first, like January or something like that. So January month is significant to you. And I don't know why, but I'll say it, 1980. What is that to you? I don't know why I got 1980. And I also see renovations or someone working around your house with a wheelbarrow or something like that, because I just saw a man pushing a wheelbarrow and I don't know why. Haven't got long enough to find out, but I feel like either renovations or you're thinking of doing something along that lines, or somebody around you does that. And I also feel like there's lack of communication in the home as well right now, so just hang in there. It's coming into a half full moon. So just hang in there. And I also feel like there's some issues with your eyes, or you can't see, or you're getting headaches and it's affecting your eyesight. So yeah, we need to get you to top up your minerals or your essential minerals. So look them up, please. And I'll leave it there. Also drink some water because I feel really dry, really, really dry in the mouth. And they're saying to me, you're not moving enough and you're not drinking enough water, not looking after yourself. So please do that. Thank you. So we've got a validation there. No, beautiful. Over to you, Harley.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing it up. It's from Bernadette. It says, "Thank you for my reading. I am a people pleaser and I have just had men problems. He took me for a ride. Isn't fun. Just not having the luck finding that right one. The number 21, Bill, my youngest son, he is turning 21 and not sure when to celebrate it due to COVID times. And yes, I have lots of birthdays in December. Also, exactly, I have been taking steps forward and steps backwards. I do hope to see the light. Hope to see the light till soon. Yeah.
You will. You will. It's all coming. Just brace yourself, because a lot of people are in despair at the moment because everything's uncertain. Everything's up in the air. Everything's all over the place, So I'm telling everybody to do your homework. Make sure you do your research on things before you do things with your body and stuff like that. And also make sure that you get out of automatic mode. So stay in first, second, and third gear and get yourself cracking. If you're in automatic, so get out of. Sorry, what I mean is don't stay in first, second, and third gear. Get out of first, second, and third gear and get into fourth gear, so you can actually start getting and building your future. Otherwise, you're going to miss the boats. So yeah. So who have we got here now, guys? We've got, we haven't done this one here. I don't know. Have we done this lady before? No? So Melissa Christie, thanks for joining us. She says, "Hi, guys. Would love to know if there's any messages for me from the other side." So, yeah, over to you, Brie, please.
I feel that a grandmother with dementia could possibly be coming through. Not dementia, Alzheimer's. I don't really know what the difference is, but she's going, no, it was Alzheimer's. So that's what she's telling me. It was not dementia, it was Alzheimer's. And like, I do feel that she was very much on the spirit realm over at the spirit realm when she was at her last stage of passing. I really hope this resonates with you, darling. But I am picking up a strong grandmother presence that did suffer from Alzheimer's, and I feel like she could have drank in her younger years as well. But she's telling me to tell you that there's no point in regrets, because I feel that you're having a lot of regret, and I feel that you're taking a lot of the blame for not being able to make her more comfortable where she was at the end of her life. So just know that she was comfortable. She did everything that she could. The way she wasn't able to be you wouldn't have been able to take care of her without proper help, if that makes sense. So please stop feeling bad. I really hope this is for you. If not, it'll be for someone else, but I'll leave it at that and pass you over to Les.
So Melissa, I feel really sick in the stomach when I just tune into you, and I feel like that the energy is very low at the moment. I feel like there's also quite a few changes that have just happened, and they're showing me the number 13 as well. So 1 and 3 is 4. So around the 1, 3, 4, and 13 for you are your numbers, and I also feel like that going forward the sickness in your stomach is just from worry, and I feel like there's like almost to the point of an ulcer building up. So take your neck's all sore. I've got a sore neck. I've got pain, like really severe pain in my neck, and also like the pressure's just on my head, my whole lot here. So, and I feel like you're getting headaches to the point where if this is not you, it's someone close to you, okay? Because I feel like that you're nodding your head no, but this person is getting headaches and it's all in the front of their head. It's all here. It's all tension. So it's not pleasant. And they're showing me medication packets or medication containers. So I can see them lined up on the side table of your bed or somebody's bed in the home or close to you. I feel like this person here is either mixing up or accidentally mixing up their medication. It's an elderly lady, this one now. And I feel like she's either mixing up the medication, because I can see it like being juggled, So, and they sleep on the right-hand side of the bed, and they got their table on the right side of the bed, and there's an ornament or there's something significant on the side of the bed that they actually have like an angel or some sort of really pretty item there. I don't know what it is. It looks like some small little item there, and they put their shoes. They just show me that they put their shoes right in the same spot every night at the end of the bed. So if the bed's here, they put it on the corner right-hand side. That's what they do. Black shoes, black slippers, slip-in slippers. And I feel like there's a man and a lady here at the moment. So a very tall man used to have a really, really long walking stick. And he was sort of a bit baldy here with a bigger nose, light skin, like pale skin and light eyes, I should say. And he's walking like with his back, but he's got this long walking stick. He's quite tall, and he's not small, like not very obese or anything like that. He's just a solid man with a little bit of a belly. And he's saying I tapping his belly, and he's saying, I used to look after myself. He goes, I like my food though too. So and they're telling me either Jerry or Charlie or I don't know, a Kathy, Jerry, or Charlie name. I feel like that is around you. And I'll leave it there, but they're just saying hello and saying thank you for coming on the show because we can talk to you. So if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Thank you. Who else we got here, guys? Any more validations? Yeah. Thanks, Wendy.
Not at this current stage.
So last week we did a challenge. We said caption this, so everybody had to caption this, and we had like 20 people win the challenge. And so we did a private group, and so we'll do that once a month, or when we feel like it, when we feel like we need to bring it up a bit to help some more people. So it was really quite cool last night. So we've got who we got here. Are you drawn to anybody there, Bree? No. Here
Sorry,
we go. We've got a first timer here. So let's go to Moe Flow. Hi, first time here. Any messages, please? So let's go, Bree.
Hi, Dal. Look, I feel you're going to have a job come into you soon, and I feel it will come for you soon, not come into you, sorry, but come for you soon. And I feel that it's going to be different to what you normally do. And I feel that it's going to be like within the mechanics kind of area, like maybe even anything to do with mechanics. It could be tires, it could be anything. Well, I do feel like if it's got something to do with cars or vehicles, that's going to be the kind of industry that you're going to be in. And I know that you're probably thinking that it's not really something I'm interested in doing, but I think the pay is going to be really good for you. And I feel that it's going to be good for you to learn something new as well. I also am picking up on a little girl. If you lost anybody that maybe a little girl, I'm picking up on a little push bike, a little pink push bike with the tassels on the side of the handlebars. I hope this resonates with you as well, but I'll leave it at that and pass you over to Les.
So Moe, what I get is I get number 4 for you, and I also get a white 4-door car, and I feel like this is an automatic car. And I also just see, when I see cars, I also need to tell you that either rego's due or maintenance or something's not right with the wheels. I feel it's showing me 3 wheels are normal and one's baldy. That's what they're showing me. So you might need a wheel alignment or something like that, because I feel like it pulls to the left. They're also showing me train and public transport, so they just showed me that as well. But I'm not sure if you just sold a car or you want to buy a car, but just be careful. If you don't have a car yet and you're buying a car, be careful of the suspension or something, because it's pulling to the left. That's what they're showing me. And I also get a lot of tension on my head here too as well. I get quite a lot of pressure on the forehead, and I feel like that you have the headaches as well and migraines. So it's not pleasant for you. And there's they're just saying to me, you sleep too much. Sorry, but I have to say what I get. You're sleeping too much. So I'm not sure if you do, but that's what they're telling me. And I don't know why. I keep getting this wheelbarrow, this person with a wheelbarrow, that they want me to go back to that other lady that I did before with the wheelbarrow. So they keep showing me dirt and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So the wheelbarrow. And then also for work, I'm not sure if you're thinking about doing part-time or you're actually going to go to part-time, or you are doing part-time at the moment. But I just got the word part-time. And so when I say that, it's usually you're either thinking about it or you'll be doing it. Okay. So that's coming up, and I can see the pennies going out for you. So the money going out. but there's going to be more money coming in. So stop worrying about money, because it's all going to go in, and change your words, change your format of words, because you keep saying, different things like, I can't afford this, I don't want to buy that because I won't be able to buy this. You need to say, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? Change your mindset with your words, and things will start to change for you. Okay. It's all going to change. A lot of good things coming up. And I see another property coming up as well. Another property, either renovations or some sort of issue with property and washing machine. So I just saw the washing machine. So whatever's going on with the washing machine, might need to get it checked. Okay. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got people on our group pages. So if you can come over to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page. So we've got Jeffrey Shutak, Amanda Smith. We've got Angel Clark. We've just done her, which is great. So Liz Zackel, I hope she's come over now. I can't see you yet on our page. Then we've got a few questions from this other group page, which is Kathy Schuester. She said, I wish I could go to yours page, but I can't keep your live for some reason. Oh, okay. I don't know why. But anyway, you're on here. So I am an animal empath. Right. That's cool. So tell us what you do with that too. That'd be amazing. So we also got Glenn Ray Sean. He says, I am seeking guidance in my life. So Glenn, let's do Glenn there. Bree, his name, he just wants to see, I can't even talk. He says, seeking guidance in his life, please.
Would you be able to put the question up on the screen?
Yeah, I can't, because it's in one of the group pages, Lovey. That's why I'm calling it out.
All right, so
he just says, I am seeking guidance in my life, please.
Okay, I feel that you're in a place where you're actually very stagnant and you're confused on which direction to take because you're just sitting at home bored. If not, you're very bored at the job that you're doing. I'm just sensing boredom. So if that's the case, you need to kind of evaluate what you're doing and weigh up the pros and the cons of the situation. And then even if you don't want to, even if your head's telling you to do one thing and your heart's telling you to do another, you really need to listen to your head, not your heart. But when it comes to just having a stagnant, what's the word for it? Just while being stagnant, you need to. Did you want to say something, Les?
Yeah, he just put another question for you to help you. He says, should I begin this youth program, and are there spirits with me? I feel like I'm always being communicated with. Yeah, I was going to say the same.
100% go for it, because that's your calling. You want to help people, and that is fantastic. Because if there was more people like you in the world, then the world wouldn't be such a bad place.
100%.
So go for it, man. Honestly, like I feel that you should definitely. And if you feel they're communicating with you, it's because you're a medium. It's because you're just like us, and like it always starts with just, I suppose, talking to yourself. I mean, it starts with like I would look like a complete fruitcake, but that's where it started for me. And I feel that if you feel that way, it's definitely the case, 100%. So start utilizing it. And if you need any guidance, I'm also a mentor. I'm mentoring Harley, and I'll be able to help you out there if you need to. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I see you as a carer as well. So someone that actually it's either worked in hospitals or worked doing something like that, or actually physically caring for a loved one. You've got your heart on your chest and your heart on your sleeve, they're saying to me as well. And I also get the number 12 around you, Glenn. So 1 and 2 is 3. So you've actually got angel numbers 1, 2, and 3. So look that up on the internet, because I feel like that's significant to you. And also January coming up. So this January is going to be big changes, lots and lots of changes. So save your money, get out of that automatic mode, and make sure that you put they're saying you put some pennies aside. And I'm not sure if it's you or the next person coming up, but I feel really dizzy. And I feel like you've got a bit of vertigo or something like that, because I can't put myself, like, my words together, to be honest. So if it's not you, there's somebody coming up with that. And I'll leave it there. But all the best with all that. Everything's going to work out, and keep your chin up too, because sometimes you actually get a bit down, and it's not healthy. Because I know it's not healthy, but you get into a bit of a rut with yourself. But you've got to remember, you're going to be around people that you actually need to lift them up as well. Okay, so, and I know you can have your time by yourself, but you'll be around people that need you. Okay, it's very rewarding. It'll be very pleasant for you. So, any other validations there, guys? Not yet. Oh, there is.
Not really a validation. I just I missed the target, if that makes sense. But that's cool. I'm sure it's for somebody else.
Yeah, cool. Oh, so you're going to read it out or not?
It's up to you guys. I don't mind either way.
Yeah, read it out. What is it? This lady here says validation. I replied with the validation.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Is it?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat if you want to read it. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, we do get it.
Okay, what is it? You want me to read it or you want Harley?
Doesn't worry me. Doesn't worry me. It was basically saying
let Harley read it. He can have something to do. He's probably bored.
Oh, it just says that unfortunately it didn't really resonate with her. Like, is it? Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, did it resonate with her?
No.
Which part?
Pretty much all of it. But that's okay. Be for some.
That would be for someone else. That's what's happened to us before. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. So no Alzheimer's, walking sticks, no torment. The only thing that may have meant anything was the stomach pains. I've just been diagnosed with gallstones. Yeah. Hopefully someone else can resonate with those messages and someone will come for me. Yeah. That's what normally happens. So that's what happens in platform shows as well. So we did a show on radio a while ago, and it was really quite bizarre because I saw this dog and it didn't resonate with the lady that we just read, but then the next lady came up and it was for her. So it was really quite bizarre. And we've done it here before with Nicole. She came on one night and then all of a sudden we had we did not get nothing right for her reading. Remember, Brie? And sure as ever, I could see the screen running up here in my software, and this lady called Ashley, she was on there and she kept saying, God, it's for me. And she was, you could see her jumping up and down, but through the internet, it was actually for her, and everything we said was spot on for her. So it must be for somebody else, because sometimes spirit just plays up, So hi, Richard, how are you? Nice to see you here. Wake up, Harley. Yes. So yeah, Richard's one of our producers over in the UK, and he runs. It's called Psychic. What's it called? Spiritual Psychics TV. Really got it all mixed up. There's so many of them, So, so let's do Natalie. She says, I don't know what's going on with me. Spirit doesn't seem to come through for me for any readings, I guess, or when there's an opportunity, somehow I get left off the list. Oh, okay. Not just here, but elsewhere too. The other night, a lady I've been following for a while read everyone on live, but me. Well, that means that you're okay then, Natalie. So over to you, Brie. We'll give her a reading. Poor thing.
Look, I'm in the same boat as you when it comes to the difficulty in which people can read me. People can't read me very easily at all. No psychic I've ever been to, except for Leslie, that I've read for, has been off. But when it comes to my connection to spirit, I'm always pretty accurate. I suppose you just need to start trusting your intuition and start trusting that little voice that you hear in your heart and your head, because that is your higher self and that is spirit. So every time you trust spirit, it's actually going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Every time you just kind of go out there and not worry about what people are thinking or, worrying about getting it wrong, because you're going to sometimes get it wrong. It's just, inevitable. But more times than not, you're going to get it right. 100%. But, when it comes to spirit being difficult to come through, it probably is coming through, but you don't recognize it as that. You just, you feel that you're getting paranoid about a certain something or something like that. And you're finding excuses to kind of not trust your intuition and not trust that feeling, but that feeling is there. It's basic instinct. It is there. You've got to listen 100%. To it a bit more.
100%. And just to answer your question, Wendy Harvey, about the number 19, that's when the program starts, when we just do the 30 seconds down to 1. That's what happens there. It puts it in the background for us. I don't know how, but it does. So just over to, I was going to do a validation, but yeah, Natalie, just everything. Sometimes with spirit, if it's not meant to be, it just they will not make us drawn or any psychic drawn to you. So don't feel in despair about that. Don't feel upset. It's just not your time. It's just somebody else just needs, the reading a lot more than you, and I don't mean that in any bad way, but sometimes they just need it more than you, and we have to help them because their spirit's pushing us to read them, or we're drawn to that. So, and I'll leave it there, but I feel like everything's going to be fine for you, Natalie. I just got to keep your chin up and stop. The more you say to spirit, that spirit doesn't seem to come through, they're not going to come through. So you need to actually say to spirit, your spirit, if you want them to come through, just say, I'm going to be online at 10 o'clock tonight. Can you please come and, give me a message if they're drawn to me, make them drawn to me or something like that. Just push your spirits, use your spirits and use your angels as well. They'll work. So thank you for that. We've got Katie Schnelser. She says, I help animals in distress or need. She says, would love some guidance on the next step in life. So over to you, Brie, please. She helps animals and she wants some guidance, please.
Look, I feel that you could, become any type of healer that you want, especially when it comes to animals. I love animals too, trust me. Like I spoke to an animal healer today about my girl. And look, it's definitely a real thing. And it's whilst this is the type of thing you might not make a full-time career out of, it is going to be able to help people out there and help animals and all that kind of stuff. So go for it. When it comes to educate yourself more, do certificates online about how to energetically heal from a distance when it comes to animals and stuff like that. So then people like me would have been able to found you very, very useful going back 5 weeks ago, if that was the case. Very, very, very helpful because my dog wasn't well and all that kind of stuff. So educate yourself on it and, learn as much as you can and educate yourself as much as you can. It's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's a matter of wanting to understand and learn more as much as you can. So, just keep educating yourself and go from there. I think that you're going to be very, very good at it. And, even maybe go work for the shelter or something as well, if you wanted to do that. I see you doing something like that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, what I get for you too is that things are going to turn around. So the number 23 I get for you, so 2 and 3 is 5. I also feel that 6, 5, 6, and 7 are also significant. It's like there's a birthday run or something like that. I also feel like they're showing me like the town center of a shopping center, and I feel like it's not like you've gone crazy and gone buying things, but it looks like to me that you're either in business or or somebody has a business that's close to you that looks like they're either having problems there or something's not right with the business. So just be careful walking down that street because I don't feel like there's something right in that street there. I'm also feeling the dizzy and also feeling the head fog, for you as well. And I just want to say with that, keep an eye on it because it's going to catch up on you later because I feel like you're very fatigued and you're not looking after yourself. Okay. So, and lots of dry mouth. So keep the water up, keep the nourishment up, keep the minerals up to yourself as well. And, I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got Glenn again on here. He says, just one last question. Should he marry the young lady? Let's put him out of his misery. What do you say, Brie, quickly? Should he marry this young lady?
Straight out, no.
You know what? I had a no as well. I think she's going to cause him hell later.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to go for. I'm not going to.
And if he's asking questions, that if he should marry somebody, if you love that person, love should never hurt. You should never have to ask someone else if you should marry someone. That's how strong it should be.
Should know within yourself. And I'll just add one thing. You'll know within 6 to 8 months if being with that person, if you'll want to marry them or not.
100%.
I'll leave it at that.
Yep, 100%. So there's your answer there, Glenn. So we've also got Brooke. Brooke Marie says, my partner cheated on me. Will I get past this? Of course you will. You'll always get past it because it's just time. It's just a habit, So when it's a habit, it actually it hurts most because it's like doing the same routine every day and you put the food on the table at 7 o'clock at night. You wash up, you have a shower, you go to bed, you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's the same routine. So, you're welcome, Wendy. So, of course you will get over it. It's just a matter of you keeping yourself occupied and keep motoring on, Brooke. So, over to you, Brie.
Don't keep putting up with it. I put up with it for 4 years. I put up with it for 4. And honestly, like the person that I'm with now is my best friend, and I would not have, you got to end things if they're not working out for you. And cheating is a no-go. I've never done it in my life. I can't fathom anybody that does cheat. Look, honestly, I don't feel that the relationship's going to survive if he's already doing that. If you're in love with someone, your attention doesn't go elsewhere. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Thank you. So I've got this lady here, Parchi. Now I have to apologize to her because I thought she was a troll at one stage and she contacted me and she wasn't. So I put her back on. I took her off block and put her back on. So sorry about that. But we'll give her a reading because she's back on again tonight. So she says, if no connection with my past hubby, can you interpret my last dream? So tell us what your last dream is because I'm curious. But I don't do dreams. But she's sending us love hearts. If you can tell us what your last dream is, Paj, then we can actually answer it. So I don't think I've seen it, but I'll do your husband as well. So I actually feel like that your husband is was around 34 years of age, or 3 and 4. So 4 is 7. So the lucky 7 they're saying to me. I also get the number 8 around you, Paj, and I also see a like, it looks like to me that you live in a unit, or you live in some, like the unit number 2 or 2/3, something like that. That's what they're showing me, or 23. So that's what I'm getting as well. Or you used to live in a unit. I see 2 children as well. So it looks like a boy and a girl. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like that for your husband, it was hard to swallow. And I can't, like, I feel like something's not right with the esophagus as well. So but he's extremely proud of you. He says you're doing what I expected you to do. In other words, you actually stepped up to the mark. It's nothing that you can't do. He's saying that you always have this rock personality. You always have the communication there. Everything just ticks along when you're around. That's what he's saying. Okay, so he knows that you talk and that you still cry, because I can see you crying. And when you're driving the car, it's like the tears or the sorrow in when you're driving the car as well. So that's your only time of peace. That's your only time of being by yourself. So yeah, and I see a wallet as well. So he's showing me there's some tiny what do you call it? You have his wallet or something. You have that wallet underneath the pillow. That's what I'm seeing, or something like that. You have something significant from him underneath your pillow, and I feel like that's like a chocolate brown leather wallet. That's what I'm getting, and it's still got all the cards. It's got everything in it. So I'm definitely seeing a wallet. So he's showing me that crystal clear. And I just want to say that he knows that you still talk to him. He knows you're still sad. He said, but keep your chin up and always anchor me. He's saying, always anchor me from my wallet as a conduit line straight to him. So when you need him, just hold that wallet and he will be there. He's saying he'll do his best to help you out. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Over to you, Bree.
Well, when it comes to dream interpretations, you're probably asking the wrong girl. I've got no idea about dreaming.
No, but I'm curious to what that dream was, eh?
If it was about zombies, a lot of people have had that, but I feel that a lot of people that have these dreams, it's like a symbol for something. It's symbolism. I had dreams where I had teeth falling out of my head, and that just means I feel like I'm losing control of my life, even though I was 7 years of age, and I don't understand what control a 7-year-old could have over our own life. But that's just, some people felt that way at that point in time. So it's all about dream interpretation, and with your past hubby, give it more time, because the emotional pain is what's stopping that connection there. It's very hard for people to communicate with their own loved ones due to ego, not ego, but people questioning, knowing what that person's about and what they would say, and just not trusting that those words are coming through, because it would just be what they would want to hear. It's so you just gotta you just go to a good medium, because I feel like we'd be able to pull them through for you, or somebody that is good and know what they're doing would be able to pull them through. But don't be too hard on yourself.
100%. So we've got 2 validations here, guys. So we've got I finished I did her, didn't I? Right. So we've got this validation here from Melissa Thompson. So over to you there, Harley.
It says, "Hey ladies, you were absolutely amazing last night and so very accurate. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful and thankful for the guidance you gave me with selling my home. I have a cake recipe ready to go for the open house. Also, beautiful messages from extremely cheeky husband. I had a chat to him after the show. Thank you for giving up your time for us. So very grateful."
Oh, I love that one. That's beautiful. I love it. That's brilliant. So we've also got, that was quite funny because her husband was quite funny last night. Yeah. So we've got Katie, SCHUESS Schluzer. Schluzer. I can't say that name. She says, thank you all. She says, so much for the time. You're so right about the 6th birthday sequence. My daughter's birthday is December 6th. My birthday is February 6th. And 6 has always been sustained a substantial number in my life. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Very well done. Who else have we got there? That's it. So over to, you got another question there, Bree? You drawn to anybody?
We've got a lot of health questions, but we don't deal with health questions. We're not doctors. But yeah, as Leslie said before, if we're trying to point you in the right direction, but when it comes to messages that I could be drawn to, I feel that we're going to do this girl here, Shah Charles. Would absolutely love a reading on any messages from the other side. I do feel that there is a couple of people coming through for you. I do feel that there's two females and 2 males, and I feel that they're great grandparents on each. Grandparents on each side, so that there'd be, I think, mum and dad, or mum and mum on both sides, or dad and dad. But it would have to be like, I think it's one from each parent, if that makes sense. So you've got four grandparents around you. I think 2 grandparents and 2 great grandparents, and they're just sitting around you and loving you with a whole, like, they're very proud of what you're doing and how far you've come, especially when it comes to, emotional regulation and how you handle things as well. They're very, very proud of you, and even though you do slip up sometimes, they're always going to be there encouraging you to go about everything in a healthier way, if that makes sense. So when it comes to parents that are people that are passed on, they don't always have to keep an eye on what we're doing. They still have respect for us. So if they, can they access it? Yes. Will they? Unless they need to, no. But yeah, they're very proud of how far you've come. Okay, but they just want you to be careful about the drama going on in the family. I hope you know what I mean by that. I'll leave it at that.
Who was this reading for? Who was
11,
this one?
11:12 p.m. and it was Shah Charles.
What was the question?
I would absolutely love a reading. Any messages from the other side for me, please?
Yeah, because I was just reading someone else's validation now. I've got to fix it up. I've got to talk to them. So what I get for you, Shai, is number 13 for you, and also so that's 4. So 1, 3, 4, and I also feel like that 25 is significant for you as well. So 2 and 5 is the 7. Just going forward with that too, and I feel like they're just saying to me communication and lack of communication. There's not enough talking, so they want you to get on the phone and call that person that's actually got some issues, or that because I can see a bit of venom coming down the mouth. It's not pleasant at the moment. So and they're also showing me that the money will come in. So stop stressing over the money. The money will come in, and it's 2 to 4 weeks, things are going to change. So brace yourself, keep your head up, and just pull back all the reins. They're saying to me as well. Stick like that spider on the wall, and make sure that you don't cut the ties with people too quickly. Okay, because sometimes they're saying to me, you got the yin and the yang. You shoot from the hip. They're saying to me, you pull the gun and you shoot from the hip. So. Just hang in there, be patient, hang in there, be patient, but be prepared for 2 to 4 weeks changes to come. Okay. And it's going to have some good opportunities, which is nice for you for a change, they're saying to me. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So I just had this lady here, the wallet, because that's why he's showing me the wallet part. That's what I was just concentrating on, because he just showed me the wallet again. But I feel like if you ask her, you might get it back. Okay, so that's why I saw the wallet, because he's shown me, he kept flicking it out at me, and he kept saying that the dark brown wallet. Okay, I know you don't have it, but why would he show it to me? I know, why would he actually bring that up if it's not important? So, so see if you can get them on your side or something like that. You need to have some sort of closure with that. We can't answer any of the vaccine questions either, just so you know. So yeah, we have our own opinions about the vaccine, if you get my drift. So can't say anything more than that. But we've got Natalie. Over to you there, Harley. We've got a validation from Natalie. Thank you.
Yeah, it says, thank you. I've been wondering what's going on with me. No one ever reads me, but not through lack of me reaching out. Something always gets in the way, or they aren't drawn. I've been screaming internally for guidance for a few years now, as I feel so lost, alone, stagnant, and disconnected. I meditate daily, and I talk to spirit. But nothing. So I'll take your advice and start listening the way you said.
Yeah, 100%. And if you keep saying nothing, nothing all the time, it's like us when we get taught, when I got taught to do psychic mediumship, my teacher said to me, or said to the class, if you say I can't get anything, I can't get anything, spirit will go, oh yeah, she can't get anything, so why should I bother? It's true, isn't it? So that's a good point. So if you say to your spirit all the time that you're not going to get this or you're not going to get any money come through, you won't get anything. It's the universe is always listening to you. So we've got we've got a bump there. So what else we got here? So I saw one just now. This lady here, Amanda Smith. I don't think that we've ever done her before. Does she sound familiar there, Bree?
I'm not too sure. If we have read for it, wouldn't have been from anything recent.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's do a spiritual one.
I feel that you've got a lot of healing to do, especially when it comes to your spiritual healing and your emotional blocks, your chakras. I feel that you've got a whole list of things that could actually be what is preventing you from actually being able to reach your full potential at the moment. I feel that you've got a fair few chakra blocks, which is literally that can be fixed by a few minutes of meditation and telling your mind to open the chakras and imagining it, essentially, because that's your third eye. I feel that you need to have, I feel that there's a lot of drama going on around you and you feel quite isolated, especially when it comes to being the black sheep, not only in your family, but in your just everything, especially when you go out to family, gatherings and all that kind of stuff. You feel like you stand out like a sore thumb. When it comes to, that sort of stuff, it's when we're black sheep for a reason and we're here to be different, if that makes sense. So, take your weirdness, like, I do. I call myself weird all the time, and just, embrace it, because people eventually you're going to notice people are going to be doing the same thing as you are. I've got a car that now the whole street is just completely just copied my car idea with the rims and everything. So it's just, be an outcast because people are going to start to, respect that. But yeah, when it comes to healing and all that kind of stuff, yeah, definitely go get some oils and some sage and just go relax and do a lot of self-forgiveness. I think it's got a lot to do with self-forgiveness as well. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Amanda. So spiritual reading. With regards to just looking after yourself, like Bree said, I just feel like there's not enough there. And they show me that you might need to go and learn about some crystals and get some crystals. I can see a few crystals. If you don't know anything about it, but I'm seeing crystals, so I'm assuming that there are already crystals in your house. So, and I also feel like that this time right now is a significant time around somebody or something that you've lost. Okay, so somebody or something that you've lost. And I also get that July month is important for you as well, and also number 27 for you. So 2 and 7 is 9. I also get the number 13 for you as well. So 1 and 3 is 4. So those numbers there, or those dates there, are significant. And I also get February is a significant month for you too. Significant mum for you, sort of month. And also just going forward with your spiritual self, you've got like a shadow of mist behind you, and that tells me that you've got spirit behind you. So it's not like a ghost. I don't mean that in any format, but what it is that you are actually like us and you sense things. You get the headaches as well, but you don't know how to stop it or put the boundaries around the spirits. Okay, so you need to tell them to the headaches that you're getting. If it's not from any other medical condition, then it's like having the football team come through the door. So you need to acknowledge them and say, hi, thanks for joining me, but I'm not ready right now. Please go until I'm ready to call you back, because otherwise they'll just bombard you. Okay, and you won't get any rest from them. You'll keep getting the headaches as well. I also feel anxiety around you, Amanda. So keep your chin up, lovey. Things are going to change. Get out of automatic mode. They're telling me for you as well. Make sure that you're looking after yourself. And, for everybody actually just going forward, I just saw a veggie patch. Everyone should be looking after themselves. And they're saying go off the grid. Just get off the grid and go and do grow veggies and stuff like that. So start looking after yourself. Start going natural, because prices are going up. Prices are going to be through the roof by December, and that's what I'm predicting, through the roof, and a bit of war. So more than martial law. But anyway, we'll go into that because you'll start me all night here. So we've got there's a few people over on the group page. We've got nearly 30 minutes to go. So come over to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page so that we can see your comments over there, guys. So we've got Jeffrey Shutak, Amanda Smith, Julian Kondos. Come over to our page. We've got a few people on the other one as well. So Glenn Robertson and Nicole Ellsworth, Barbara Hambleton. Come over to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, please. That'd be fantastic. So you drawn to anybody else there, Bree? I can't hear you, Dal.
Didn't realize that was muted again. If it wasn't for that little mic is muted symbol, I would be sitting here and do probably a full reading and mute and not even hear a thing. So thank goodness.
All right. So like and share our page, guys. Send as many questions as you want or many comments as you want, okay? So over to you, Bree. Sorry.
Okay, so Alicia has asked me for a past life reading, please, and that was at 11:24 p.m. So I've already given my cards a little shuffle, so I'll just quickly for the first level.
Yeah, go for it.
You were somebody that was a male, and you were very, very magic in your past life. Okay, you were very, very, very gifted, and I feel that you were some sort of like elementalist or like shaman or something like that. You were quite powerful, but you were seen as a hermit, hence your card, the hermit. And you were you were seen as that sort of kept in weirdo of the town, but everyone kind of knew that you had these abilities, which kind of scared them, if that makes sense. You didn't have any friends, you didn't have anyone to help you through any of this, and I think that the ability of how strong your abilities were, it kind of sent you a little bit crazy, if that makes sense, and not having anyone to share it with. It did give you this card as well, which is the moon card. So you were led by a lot of deceit and a lot of trauma, which is why you had your abilities. And when people live in trauma all the time and they're constantly living in a mode of survival, they're actually training your brain to notice the invisible, which is what that means as well. So the deceit card. You've had a lot of pain and a lot of suffering in your life and a lot of emotional distress. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. And if you want another one, you'll have to come to me for another past life. I'll leave it at that.
So I've also got this one here. So Melissa Christney, she says, trying to tell my grandpa to come through for me. She said, so Melissa, tell us how you try and tell your grandfather to come through, because all you have to do is just really sort of just say it in your head, just ask him, just say I'm here. And I think he's heard you too, because I get the feeling that this guy was very creative. He's also got, they're saying to me that he's always also doing things with his hands, and his hands were really quite thick, like tree trunks. They're saying to me, he's like, he had really, really thick, strong hands. And he's also showing like he's putting his chest out to me, saying, what about the rest of my body? He's a bit of a character, this guy. He also had pale color skin, a little bit of a nose, and he doesn't like me saying that, but his eyes were light as well. So like a hazel or a light blue color. That's what I'm getting as well. I also see him with, and I don't want to say this, I don't want to be wrong, but I have to say it. And I feel like that he had one leg either longer than the other, because it looks like a walking stick, or that one shoe was higher than the other. Something wasn't right with the shoe level. That's what I'm seeing as well. And I also feel like that well, I can see him now. He was quite a tall man, really sort of robust, very solid, but his right side of his ear I've got like ringing in my right side of my ear, crazy ringing. It's insane. So I think that he might have had issues with his ear, or he was quite deaf or something like that. It's gone now. So he might have had deafness in the right ear, or an hearing aid or something like that. But he couldn't breathe properly. He couldn't actually walk too far. He's saying if I walk too far, I get really, really out of breath. And that's what was wrong with me. And I feel like it was probably around the heart area or the chest area, or breathing, respiratory system. So, and he just says, thanks. And I just got number 23 as well. So 23 for you as well. So 2 and 3 is 5. I get a lot of 23s actually lately. And also number 22. So 2 and 2 is 4. So Spirit loves me to add things together. Not that I like to add them together, but anyway. So 2 and 2 is 4. It's 22 for you as well. These also show me that that you wear some sort of necklace, or some sort of it's like a necklace with an opening, or a little thing with the photo in it, or some sort of I don't know what you call it, like a little thing that you open up on your necklace, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But anyway, I'll leave it there and thank you. He just says hello. You're doing well. Over to you, Bree.
Les, you pretty much took everything that I wanted to say with the height, and the one thing that you didn't say was I feel that he had a lot of cataracts in his eye, and I feel like he was going blind in one of his eyes as well.
Yeah,
And I feel that I feel like I've got my eye watering, like starting to leak essentially. But it's like, I feel that he had a lot of cataract problems, and I feel like he was going blind in the actual pupil. And the opposite, like he could have at least had that operated, but he's saying that he did not want a glass eye. I hope this is for you, and if it's not, I'm sorry, but it'll be for somebody else then. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Harley. We've got some validations.
Yes, we do. It's from Shah. It says, "Thank you, ladies, for the reading. I appreciate it. Love knowing I have them around me and watching over me. They are proud of me. Would love any messages from Dad."
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Shai. So we've got this lady here, Sherry Richard. She says, "Not sure if my messages come through, as I was on the wrong page, laughing out loud." She says, "Will my ex-partner and me reunite? We have an 8-month-old baby together. I feel we are highly connected, twin flames. I always feel him and feel he is going to come back after healing. Would love to heal. Would love to hear your messages for me about that and anything else, please." So over to you, Bree. I won't take all your stuff.
With twin flames, not everybody's a twin flame. It's not like it's not something that's. I'm not going to go into it, but I feel that this guy is avoiding you and everything for a reason. Not avoiding you, but avoiding the relationship, if that makes sense. I just feel that you need to not hang around for him. Move on with your life, and if it does work out, and if you guys do reunite, it's going to always be the same thing: push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. I feel that you guys have got way too much to talk about and much healing to do and all that kind of stuff. And I feel that he's the runner and you're not. I feel like you're the chaser, and that means that you want this to work, but he is not ready to deal with himself yet, and that's why he'd be running. I'll leave it there.
Yeah. Look, I reckon he's going to come back. That's my view. I also feel like that, and this is why I pulled you up too as well, Sheree, because I feel like there's really, really cold energy in your home, and I feel like there's a dark energy in your home, and that's what I've seen in the last few weeks with a few readings that I've done outside of the shows. I've seen the bad cold room, so it's like one room in your house that's actually really colder than normal, and I feel like that's got a dark energy in it. It's nothing to be scared of. And I see that you can see you're like us, and that you see spirit as well. And also, I just want to say that with that energy, Alison Dubois, she says that you need to sage everything and take away all the old, like the negative energy. But then what she says is you need to come along and also put in the sweetgrass in there to actually put the new beautiful fresh energy in there, so that it actually changes the dynamics in the home. So that's what I want to share with you, and that's why I was drawn to you. But I do think he's going to come back. I think it's a lot of patience. This man is stubborn, so are you. So then two stubborns don't make a right. So somebody's got to give in, and if you're already asking about it, it sounds like you're going to be the first one to give in. So, but with that in mind too, is no need to keep being treated. If he treats you bad, then there's no need for that either. So that's got to stop as well. I also feel like for you that because the young baby there, he's used to being number one, and because there's a young 8-month-old there, then that's the reason why he's feeling like he's been left out, because the tension's gone on the baby. I've seen this as well before as well. So. And I'll leave it there, but I feel like things are going to change. So ask spirit, ask your guides, and ask your angels and everybody to bring him back, but bring him back on your terms, and make sure that they convert him before he gets in the door, if that makes sense. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got a couple of validations there. Harley, have we done?
Yep. Sorry, there is one there. It says, "Thank you, Bree. That is really interesting. Would devs love to hear more. Male wow. Maybe that's why I'm so feisty now." That's from Alicia.
Ah, there you go. Amazing. Is this a validation here, Melissa Christie? Maybe a few. Yep. Is that what we read out before? That's a validation, isn't it?
There's one at 11:32 from the same lady, and it's just pretty much saying, I'll put it in the chat. I've just found that one.
Here? This one here, this one here.
Yes, that one. Yep, I just.
Okay. Over to you, Harley. I just found it.
You gave a description of a man earlier, and that description was about the same as the one you just gave. Hope that makes sense. None of these things really resonate with me again, though. Definitely not my grandpa, maybe a few generations back.
Maybe.
He seems to be very stubborn to pull through, but I feel like the next reading, or if you get us on another day, I feel like he's going to come through very strong, and I feel like this is what happened to Nicole.
Exactly.
And I pulled through her passed on loved one. No drums.
You're breaking up
within a couple of weeks, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
You there?
100%.
My back? Yeah.
I know what you said there, but anyway. So over to you, Harley. She's got this one here. She goes...
Maybe a few generations back. I'd have to ask Mum, but none of that sounds familiar, unfortunately. And Les, you asked how I asked him to come through. I'm just sitting and telling him that I'm here, missing him, and would love to hear from him.
Fair enough. That's beautiful. Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't resonate with there, but I bet you any money it's for somebody else in the line. So there we go. So if anybody else can resonate with that, what we said earlier, then let us know so we can put ourselves out of misery, because we don't usually get it wrong. That's what we do live shows. We put our necks on the line to do this. So who we got here? Haley Townsend. She says, does Spirit have any messages for me about my love life and my life path? She says, I'm quite struggling right now and was very emotional yesterday. Oh, dear. Gee whiz.
Okay, so if this was in regarding to the gentleman that you got us to read you about last time, about the teacher, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
It's the same story.
I feel the same too.
Yeah,
100%. Love should never hurt, eh?
Love should never hurt. And I feel that you've got a lot of self-discovery to do before you find the right one, because you're just going to keep attracting the same drama over and over again until you do, because you're that focused on finding a partner. You don't care about, like, as long as they're your partner, I don't feel that you really mind for how they treat you and what you get back out of that. So that's something that's got to change, I feel. I'll leave it.
Yeah, I'm same as last time, Lovey. It doesn't change that quick sometimes, unfortunately. I wish it did, I wish I could tell you something different, to be honest. So so keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. And love should never hurt. So keep your chin up, and things are going to change for you. 6 to 8 weeks can change. So brace yourself for a new life. That's what I say. So this one here, Rose Min, she said, Leslie was agreeing with you earlier about Spirit on right side. Any messages for me, please? Best friend passed sadly mid-year and nephew few years back. Wow. That's full on, isn't it? I don't know who I was agreeing with. I've forgotten who that was there, Rose. But anyway. So best friend passed sadly. I feel like that you're... I get the number 15 and 16 around you there, Rose. I also feel like that for you, they're saying to me to actually acknowledge the rose as well for whatever you do. It's like the yellow roses or something like that you have coming your way as well, or you've just received them. Yellow roses or white roses. I can't quite see if it's white or yellow. I also feel like for you that... what have we got here? Your best friend, sadly, and the nephew. I feel like that your nephew was like a bike accident or something like that. I feel like that he was accidental, and also I don't believe that he was in the right frame of mind as well. So if that makes sense, I feel like that there was a bit of confusion, and that there was a mishap in what was happening at that time. I also get the number 14 around that date, around that nephew as well. So 1 and 4 is 5. Well, and I'll leave it there. I don't want to say too much more about this. It's a bit full on. It's very, very heavy. So I'll leave it there, and over to you, Brie, please.
I feel very much that the other person that you want to connect with was your best friend. Was it the best friend or the nephew it was the nephew that you just connected to? So the best friend for me, I feel that it wasn't. It was an accident. I feel that it was something to do with perhaps like taking the wrong medication or something to do with that. Or it could have been something to do with a heart condition. Like I feel like she might have had a sudden heart attack. And that is quite common for young people as well. Even in their 40s, it could be in their 20s. I know a couple of people that have actually passed from that. But I do feel that is definitely, hopefully with you. But yeah, I do feel that's what would have happened. It was an accident, definitely an accident. I know that sounds vague, but I feel that it wasn't. It was either something that was like a tragedy that happened, obviously a tragedy, but something to do with the drowning, or something to do with the fact that it was something to do with the heart. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, beautiful. Every death is traumatizing. Here we go, Harley. So we might have to find that one on the page, Brie, because there's only half of it. I only just saw that pop up now. So we've got the end of it there. It was at 11:39. If that helps. So over to you, Harley.
Yep. Sorry, I just got to cross out. Validation. Thank you, Brie and Les. Les, you're 100% correct. I feel this in my home at the moment. I just moved home to my mother's for a few months, and my brother passed away. Now I have, my brother passed away. Now I feel it is her pain towards the situation, as well as a few other things that have opened up for her. I will definitely cleanse the home. As for my ex, I resonate exactly with what you say, Les. He will come back, but he is healing. That's what Spirit has been telling me, and to be patient. But once he has dealt with his, and then I've got to find the rest of it.
That's okay.
So
once he has dealt with his issues regarding the baby, when the baby was born, yeah, that's right. 100%. You'll get there. Just be patient, okay? Some people just go through different traumatic times themselves. When a baby arrives, they just go, "Wow, what the hell's going on?" They get overwhelmed themselves. They can't handle it. So it's pretty full on. Is there any more validations there, Brie, or no?
no.
No. Okay. Right. Yeah. So what have we got here? So we've got. She says, I guess I should have been more specific. It's mainly on my life past. I'm scared I won't pass my class because I failed a test, and if I don't pass this, could make me rethink things. You'll pass. Just make sure you study. Study. Just keep going, girl. Okay, just keep going. I saw another validation here somewhere. This one here. So she says, finally got the courage to go back to my uncle's place, who I found passed at his home in March. You mentioned I should look for money hidden in some weird places. I think of him every day. Just got to go back. Yeah, fair enough. You need to go back. I feel like there's something there. I remember saying that actually. So Melissa, we can't do health, lovey. She says love or work. So or just life, or or are there any spirits coming through for me? Anything else, Sam, Melissa? The lotto numbers. She's a first-timer God lover. Okay, Brie, let's do this, lady.
I feel that you're going to have a new job coming for you, and I feel that you've suffered a bit of workplace bullying at the place that you're at, or the last job that you had was quite brutal when it came to fairness in the industry. But I do feel that you're going to have, I feel that with your last job, I feel that you had a lot of problems where you didn't know whether to leave or not, but the money, which wasn't very good, I feel, was kind of what was holding you back and keeping you there. But that kind of, was detrimental to your happiness and what you wanted to do. So I feel that you need to just kind of stick to yourself, and whatever job that you do get, make sure that it's something that you're going to enjoy, because there's no point waking up to go do something that you don't want to do and it's going to make you miserable. But when it comes to love, I do feel that there is someone coming for you probably in the next couple of years. I know that's a long way away, but you've got a fair bit of work to do when it comes to, dealing with your past relationships, because I feel that you've kind of gone in a way where you just don't want to deal with it, which is understandable, but you don't want to take that into a new relationship. I'll leave it at that and pass you back over to Leslie.
Yeah, so I was going to choose your work, but I want to choose love. I feel like that there's just love on the horizon, and I feel like that it's going to be around number 8. So the 8th of either the 8th month, which is I guess it's a long horizon, but it'll be the 8th month in August, or the 8th of the date. That's what I'm getting for you, Melissa. So and I can see like this person's going to be constantly holding your hand. It's going to be really sweet. It's going to be something that you're not used to. And when you're not used to something, it sort of feels like don't sabotage it yourself because you're not used to having such niceness, you know. So, and I also get the number 12 for you as well. Lots of 12s tonight. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's angel numbers yourself. So look up the angel numbers of 1, 2, and 3. That's what I'm getting for you. I also feel like that this man's going to have dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, and he's also going to be olive skin with a bit of bum fluff on his face, like a 3-day growth on his face. Okay, so just hang in there for that, and he's be well dressed. He's going to see you from a distance. So just be prepared for that because it's going to be like a little bit of a surprise, and it's going to make your heart flutter. Okay, so you're going to actually feel like you're actually needed and wanted for a change. It's going to feel really beautiful. So brace yourself for that. It's coming, and let us know if we're right, please. So any other validations, guys?
Not at the
I
moment.
love the validations. We're not getting as much at the moment, but anyway, so people just take and run. So where are we here? Anything you drawn to there, Bree?
Not at the moment, no. Oh, actually, yeah, there is one. It's Tracy Campbell at 11:38.
11:38.
And she's wanting to know how to get if we have any advice on how to rid her unwanted guest. So
get rid of an unwanted guest out of the house.
She's
talking about spirit.
Bad energy. Yeah, not just all the police.
I thought she was talking about a living person.
Yeah, well, if it was a housemate to just get out, just.
Oh, because we could help with that one too, I guess. A living person, yeah. So she says, "Hi, can you please let me know how I have to get rid of an unwanted guest again? I saged, but he was still here. So re-cleanse today. He has been with me in the past. Well, sometimes they just hang around forever. You know, it's a matter of how you acknowledge them. So just acknowledge him and just tell him to leave. You know." So I had one of my friends, and I won't say who he is, but one of my friends has got 3 young children. His wife and him are in this home, and sure as ever, all the kids wake up at like exactly the same time. And they're all in different rooms, but they all wake up at exactly the same time. And I just said to him, I could pretty much feel like you're, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, these kids are waking up. I said, I can pretty much feel like you've got spirit in your house, that's annoying you. I can see them like moving picture frames and walking up and down, making a racket like when you're asleep. And that's what's waking the kids up at night. And like footsteps in the hallway. And he says, yes, he goes, Lizzie, his driver's insane, I said, well, you got to acknowledge him and tell him to go away because otherwise he's just going to continue to do that, So, and I said, he goes, well, I can just demolish the house. And I go, well, it doesn't matter because the spirit is still going to be attached to the land. So if you demolish the house, it doesn't matter. He's still going to be hanging around there. I said, just, acknowledge him, tell him to go away. If you've done all the sage and your wife's done everything, the sage and the sweetgrass and whatever else, then you need to acknowledge and really firmly tell them to go away and tell them to leave you alone. They're not there to annoy you. They should be there just to be, happy with the family and whatever else. But if they're annoying you, just tell them to go away. Just try and get rid of them. Sometimes it's very difficult. They're persistent, and that's what they were like in their normal life as well. So, over to you, Bree.
When it comes to spirits that aren't wanting to leave, it's basically a spirit that died in a low vibration. So they are not radiating at a frequency that was very pleasurable when they passed away. So something happened to them, in other words. I think the best thing that you can do is either not feed into it, or if you want to, give yourself a bit of a spook, you can actually go and try and communicate with it. That's something that, it's as a paranormalist. If I was around you, I'd come and do it for you. But I love doing that sort of stuff. But yeah, you just got to honestly send them off, acknowledge that they are there, acknowledge them, tell them that you acknowledge them, but don't ever be disrespectful when you're asking them to leave, because that could probably be why he hasn't left. Because if you were a spirit with unfinished business and wanted to get something out and people were telling you to go away and not in a very nice way, I'd get pretty upset too. So I feel that just be kind, be loving in your words, and just send them off to the light. Just say, I acknowledge what is going on. I acknowledge the feeling that you're giving me, and I acknowledge that something happened to you that you're not, that wasn't acknowledged when you passed away. Give that a go and then come back to us and let us know how you go. But if that really doesn't work and you need to keep them in there, even if you can't, like if you're trying to stop them from going through the rest of the house, just put salt at the doorway. salt stops them from actually being able to leave that room. I know you want them to leave.
I forgot about the salt too. I'm going to put
Yeah.
that salt around my. Does that kill bugs in your veggie patch? Because I'm going to put salt around the veggie patch. I went out there today and my veggie patch was eaten by bugs. I couldn't believe it. I was horrified. I'll just put it in there. I was horrified. We got another validation there, Harley.
Sorry, I just had to unmute myself.
It's okay.
It's from Rose. Yep. It says, "Thank you, ladies. Leslie, my nephew passed away in a tragic motorbike accident. He died on the 15th of April 2019, which you picked up 14/15. My best friend was suicide, but he told me in his dream it was an accident, as in a weak moment. Both very strong around me."
Yeah. Wow.
And there's also one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, keep going, Dom.
There's also one from Tracy Campbell. It says, "Validation, thank you. I will keep telling him to leave and keep saging. He was sent by someone and has followed me from my old house. He's very low vibrational in life, and passing hasn't changed."
Yeah, I had a feeling there was something in your house, and it's just awful because they just don't leave you alone. And Tracy, could you tell us too? I just got like, if you're a carer or if you've been to an old people's home facility or something like that, I feel like that this person's just attached to you from there. That's what I get. I just see this old people's home and this spirit just hanging off your back, like you're just virtually dragging him around. So, and I'll leave it there. So I will give you this one here. Hi, Alison. Thanks for joining us. So Brie, Alison says, any messages from my dad or grandma, please?
I feel Dad used to love his Harley Davidsons, like his Triumph road bikes, and I feel that he was someone that was quite, he would fit the description of almost a bikie, not the full blown bikie description, but I feel that he was very rough in his exterior, but just a big jelly bean on the inside, if that makes sense. I feel that he was just someone that was, I hope this is for you, but I feel that he had like a bald head and an earring. I feel that he had something like this in his ear, which is a nose ring, like not nose ring in his ear, but like a sleeper. And I feel that he was someone that used to wear black glasses, and he used to have like a leather vest on as well. I hope this is for you. But he, I don't feel that he died where it was. It was very sudden, if that makes sense, and I feel that it could have been an altercation or a fight that he could have passed away, and I feel that it was quite violent as well. But I'll leave it there on that thought.
Hi, Alison. I get that Granddad was really quite tall as well. We've had 3 tall spirits tonight, and I feel like that he had a bit of dementia or slurring or stroke or something like that, because I couldn't get my words out just then. The breathing pattern was all out of sync, and they're saying to me that he also had another ailment like a diabetes or insulin resistant. I don't know if that was diagnosed as well. I also feel that this man he's saying to me he's shining the light over you, Alison, and what I mean by that is that the light at the end of the tunnel is coming. Okay, lovey. So you're going to have all that despair taken away from you. You're going to have everything that's going upside down, back to front and reverse and everything like that at the moment is going to change pace, and it's going to come forward for you. So brace yourself, keep yourself occupied, keep yourself moving. Okay, so get up, get out of bed, just get down, go for a walk. They're showing me the water, so go for a walk near water and just have a good think about there and start manifesting what you want in yourself, so that you can actually start to get ahead with everything. Make sure that you lock the front door, because I can see that the front door is going to be opened by a man. Okay, so I feel like, and I don't mean that in a frightening way, I just mean that somebody wants to come into the property, and not to take it over, not to do anything, but someone's going to walk in, and I feel like it's like someone to fix something, like a plumber, or what do you call it, a plumber or something like that. Something's gone wrong with the plumbing or something in there. That's what I feel, either plumbing or electrical. That's what I feel. So, but keep your chin up, because everything's going to change pace. I can see the money coming back in the door. So the pennies are coming in. Everything will start to go in the right direction. Okay. So keep your chin up, lovey, and everything's going to be fine. I know your heart is broken too. So heal yourself before you worry about anybody else. That's the message for you, okay? And I'll leave it there. So we've got more validations there, guys. Beautiful. No? Oh,
No, not at the moment.
okay. Yeah, so I thought we did, sorry. Okay, so Alison, let us know that. And I saw another validation now. I just missed it, but anyway, I think so. She said that would be my landlord probably walking in. Yeah, I think Alison, like if he's got a key to your property, I feel like he's walking in when you're not there. So maybe you should put sometimes they put I've seen people in the past put a coin down near a door where it's like leaning up against, so if it's sort of like leaning up against the door so that it looks like it's just been dropped there, and if someone moves that door or takes it, then you know that someone's been in the property. So that's what I can see, like the coin on the floor. That's what I can see. Use that trick. So we've got Gary Hughes says, upcycle a piece of furniture, make it mean something more, sending therapeutic. I have no idea what planet you're on there, Gary. But anyway, we will keep moving. There was another one here too. She just said, what did she just say? She said, Bree's description doesn't resonate about my dad. Well, it must be somebody else then. It's got to be someone else. So if anything resonates, because sometimes what spirit does is it pushes everything in all different directions so that it can confuse you sometimes. So that's an awesome idea. Thank you for that. Yeah, so just put a couple of coins down or something on the floor so that you know if he's walking in. Even talcum powder, just pretend you drop some talcum powder on the floor, and he can't get away with fixing the same spots there, can he? So who we got here? You drawn to anyone there, Bree?
No, I'm having a look at the moment. No, but I'll let you know if I do come across one.
So we've got Claire Dodson. She says, it's 10 years since my best mate passed. She says, it would have been her 50th birthday soon. She says, I would love any messages from her. So over to you, Bree.
Just trying to think. I'm actually not getting a connection at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm not. Yeah. My mind's just gone blank. So
I can start it. So yeah. So her 50th birthday coming soon. So what I feel with this lady too is that you almost like born together. It's like you always had something to laugh at. You always had some really, really sensitive private information about each other. And she's saying to me that, Claire, that whatever you told her, it always went to the grave. It was never, it never went anywhere else, So that's what she's saying about you too. She's saying that it doesn't matter what, both your same personalities would have always taken the information to the grave. Nothing would have ever come past either one of you. And she's saying that she misses you, and that she's also shown me that some red shoes or red runners or something like that you've got, or you've just bought shoes or something like that. She just showed me like Cinderella's red shoes or something. She's saying to me, you must love shoes. So she's also giving me a note, like there's a letter written out, or there's some form of paperwork that you're going to get. So, but I see it like handwritten, this one as well. So you suffering anxiety as well, Claire. She's more worried about you than you're worried about her. So she's just saying, can you fix your medication? Can you fix everything up that you need to do? Because you're getting headaches, you're getting ailments in your body that are painful. And she's saying that also you need to start moving. She wants you to get moving so you can start to feel better. And she's showing me like nutrition, diet plan, or something like that. So I feel like that you're starting to think about things, but you're not sure which direction to go with that as well. And she's also saying, keep your chin up. There's not much you can do right now. She said, just write it out. Just keep writing it out. Just keep doing what you're doing until January, February next year. That's what I'm getting from her as well. And she's also saying that she likes your hair. Did you get your hair done recently? Because she's saying, I like the way what you just done with your hair. So I feel like you've got long brown hair. I haven't seen you, but feel like you've got long brown hair, and she likes what you've done with it. So, and she said you got your nails done too. So I just saw nails. If you didn't, there's somebody around you that just got that done. And because she really likes nails, she likes all that elegant stuff, and she likes all that real princess stuff. She says, I'm a princess. And I'll leave it there. Sorry, I get the number 15 and I also get the number 16. So /16. So 1 of 5 is 6/7. So it could possibly be the 6th of July for you. And then I also get August and /September is a significant month for her as well. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Over to you, Brie. Are you mic'd up?
I'm on a ball tonight. I'm on a roll tonight, aren't I? Okay, so I'm picking up on the fact that your friend is saying that when she passed away, or when they passed away, that there was a lot of disagreements around the family and a lot of unfairness and a lot of greed. Then she's not very happy about it. So I think that she wants a lot of families to kind of, or her family, or you guys to kind of like and it's not you, but I feel like it's people like your cousins or your second cousins or something like distant relatives. And they've kind of not taken anything that she wanted or they wanted out of. I hope it's a she. If not, I apologize. But I hope that, I feel that they were taking a lot out of the will that wasn't meant for them. And I feel that that's something that she's kind of really been watching and is not very happy with at the moment. But she's very proud of. She's always been with you every single day, every single day of the week. Every problem that you've had, she's been there. And I feel like a lot of the time when there's cold corners in your house, or if there's a cold room in your house, that's actually where she kind of lives, if that makes sense. But she's always with you, always with you. And, you just need to kind of open yourself up to seeing things like the lights flickering, the TV turning off and on and all that kind of stuff. And, I feel like things are getting misplaced and things are, you put something down and then you go back and it's gone. And it's like, are you serious? Am I really going crazy, or am I just forgetting like where things are? That's actually her. So I'll leave it at that. I'll pass you back to Les.
Yeah, she's beautiful, beautiful relationship. So, and so we've done. So tomorrow night we're back on radio. Thanks for joining us tonight. So we will be starting tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So hopefully all the radio station technical issues will not be with us, but but we do have moments in the studio, let me tell you. But anyway, we'll be over at SWA, so Radio SWA 99.9 FM. So we'll see you then. And we have we've just hit 8 platforms tonight plus radio tomorrow night. So we'll be on fire tomorrow night. So there you go. So thanks for joining us. Like and share our page. And if you have any validation, then send the validations through as well. So over to you, Brie. You want to say goodbye, guys?
Bye, guys. Catch us tomorrow night. Bye.
See you later.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Cheers.